I can't hear anything. I can't hear my own thoughts.
Nah, I mean, kind of. So I can hear, kind of.
Is that payback or what? Yeah, I went deaf for 2 seconds.
I can't hear what you hear.
Oh, okay.
Concept. You telling them not to depend only on a man, but then you growing up telling them you're not teaching them to be independent. You're teaching them to only grow up and depend on the man. So where's the independency that comes from them being a woman?
Just thinking about, because I feel like I hear this a lot. Are we recording?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay,
Nah,
I ain't
you
know.
keep
I feel like I hear it a lot about like the whole 50-50 and 100% thing. And I think the problem I have with it is when you decide that there's something wrong with the other one. So if you want to do the 50-50 thing and you guys talked about it and that's what y'all decide to do because both of y'all want to contribute something, that's cool. If the dude decides that he wants to pay for everything and you should keep all your money, that is cool too. But if you do one or the other, you shouldn't have anything to say about the other one that you're not doing.
Only reason I got to say something about the other because I'm sorry, but I'm all about having somebody be able to leave somewhere and be situated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but with my daughters, I refuse to have them have a man to take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he decided he want to leave and up and leave them, now my daughter's gonna be out there high and dry because you don't taught them to only depend on a man. Now they don't know how to go out there and get their own money.
Well, I think most of the time, like that can happen, but
I'm laughing at what most of the time is, because all the time that's literally what happens.
No, that's not all the time because there are probably people that have been taken care of and they have died with that person that took care of them.
I'm talking about the whole point of leaving. I'm not.
No,
of course, if you die with them, you gonna take care of.
But it's like I'm not saying that they shouldn't have any skills or anything like that to provide for themselves. What I'm saying is that when it's 100 and you paying for everything, she can have her own money and her own stuff, but you're still paying for everything, and she keeps her money for whatever she wants to keep it for. But if they decide that she just doesn't want to work, then that's just when you make that decision, you have to live with it, basically. Mm-hmm. So I mean,
but you already know I'm big on history too, so you know where it started from, right?
Where it start from?
Do you want to go back to the Egyptian times or the Black King and the Black Queen?
The concubines.
Because that's the case. If that's the case, that means we already contradicting the color of our skin.
Hey,
because we all know where that came from, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna be real with you. That's the European way.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
so again, when we actually gonna go and stop using the excuse of all what we see and actually take the research and find out how life is supposed to be? Because if you look up all the old times, none of this existed. It was all about teamwork. There was a king, there was a queen, and they all worked together. There was no one taking care of one person. And no, so
but I don't. But the thing about it is, when it came to like the assets and the valuables of the kingdom, that belonged to the king, even though the queen was there. I think the only thing that the queen had was the power and like the spokesman because she was with the king.
It's the shared power.
But
so one person got the money.
I mean, and even though the king might have had like the assets and the money and everything, she was still there and she still had her place and her role and everything that she was doing and what she did. But it sounds contradicting though,
because like Queen Nefertiti, Queen, you want me to keep going?
Yeah.
But that's why I said again.
But those aren't. That isn't the standard. Those are like isolated incidents where a queen has been the prime, ruler in the prime. And that's not, you can't base that off of the whole like populace because those are outliers. You know what I mean? That's not typically how it goes.
Everything, because it's still everything that we right now. If that's the case, so that means that we basically admitting right now that history don't mean shit.
Well, I'm not saying that.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying history doesn't mean anything.
Is no one person in a household, no matter where you go through in history, never one person took care of just the whole thing, and that was from the beginning of time.
Well, that's a bigger discussion because that kind of goes into like unity and family and all that kind of stuff.
Now you get what I mean. It's all about
I never denied the unity, but I was being more specific talking about finances. The unity is necessary. It's always going to be necessary.
Money is materialistic. That's the whole point I'm trying to get out of. Like, if one person snapped their finger right now and get rid of all the money, how else would you lead? A lot of people don't even know how to answer that question.
Yeah.
If somebody was to snap their finger right now and get rid of all the money in the world, what else would you lead by? It would be a lot of men that would become fucking bottom of the
true.
barrel
True.
because they don't have another way to lead. That's why I keep saying again, all this money stuff is not what makes you a man and what makes you taking care of your household. So again, let's go back to the Egyptian era. If you know how to fight, you knew how to hunt, you knew how to go, all this money.
Well, that's the thing though. Like, even though, because if you really look at it back then, right, money was an asset, right? Your ability to fight was also an asset. You could have status.
Money was not an asset. Money was not a.
Yes, it was
gold.
because you could use
Gold.
Well, that's the current. Okay, currency was an asset. Then let me remove the word money. Currency. That's what I meant when I said money. It's currency. Currency is an asset. Your ability to fight was an asset. Your ability to have charisma was also an asset. So you could have any type of asset and get to a certain place in the social standard and be powerful, essentially. And that's the same way it is now, in my opinion, with perspectives. But if we're getting back to the original topic where it's like, okay, however you decide to run and raise your household, however you decide to do it, is whatever you decide to do. Because I know that people are different. Now, as far as the right and the wrong way, it's just that I can't really be the type of person to say something is right or wrong, only because I know that everybody has different ways that they've done things. You feel me? There's always going to be like a standard that most people abide by, which is like typically the right way is like, but then if we were doing everything by the typical right way is you're raised, you go to school, you go to college, you get a nice job that pays you nice, buy a house, family, kids, da 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 da. But everybody don't do that.
Yeah,
you feel
that's
what I'm
why I'm
saying?
just gonna say, let me break.
Everybody doesn't do that. So when it comes to, if I say, I definitely am going to have a wife that does 50-50 with me, then that's just like, okay, you find somebody that wants to do that. If you definitely want a wife that where you can cover everything, or you're going to cover everything and she don't got to worry about nothing, whether you want her to have hobbies that make her money or just not her just to take care of the house, whatever the case may be, is what you decide to do. But the only problem I have, and like I said earlier, is when people are just like, no, you shouldn't do that. And it could just be like a me thing where it's just like, I've been told a lot. It's like, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that. I'm like, well, who are you? You feel me? After 3 or so generations, you're going to be dead. I'm going to be dead. Nobody going to remember us. Why am I living based on what you think that I should do? You know what I mean? Especially when I have my own thoughts and then I'm working and living every day with me. What makes you think you could tell me what I should do? You feel what I'm saying? And that's the thing. And that's the thing with videos like what you showed me, where he was just like, he could state his opinion and say what he's not going to tolerate and what his daughter's not going to tolerate. He can say all of that. But as soon as he be like, and that's how it should be, or that's what you should do, or that's what it is, then it's just like, okay, well.
And that's when it becomes a problem. Because like I said, that's why I tell the people again, like I said, bottom line, even if you go to it, like I said, no matter how you slice the cake, there is a guidebook of life that we're supposed to be following. And no matter what, it don't matter, like I said, even if so that's the case, that nobody say that we have nothing to base off life, what are you living for?
Yeah.
What are you living for? Right. You don't believe in the Bible. You don't believe in what are the rules of your life? Because for one, you know that somebody created you. So you're not just running out here willy-nilly like this is just your world. And that's real. This is not our world. So at the end of the day, who is it that made up the rules? And the only thing you can go off of is what the book says. And what the book says is that man was born first, one was born after, and you're supposed to work together. Right. There's never supposed to be one person taking care of just a full household. That comes from the book. And there's a lot of people that has forgotten about the book, no matter which it is, no matter if you Buddhist, no matter if you Judas. I go through because I'm a researcher of all religions. Each book states that you work together. And again, if you want to go by that, in a book, I don't agree with this. It say that woman should be for man, which I think that they should be for each other. So at the end of the day, like man in the video, you telling your daughter anything, like I said, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong, but you telling your daughter, such and such 50, it ain't no 50-50. I'm taking care of you, everything else. So you know what's going to happen? Your daughter going to grow up depending on a man.
And you know what's interesting too about
so that's
about
why
that,
I say that's what's crazy.
It's interesting too is that a lot of people feel like that when somebody when the man covers all the bills and pays off for all the expenses, that there's no value and asset in the woman. But it's like, bro, it's so much other things in life than bills. That's like, okay, babe, I can cover the money part of stuff. But everything else that happens on here, like the structure, the foundation, like raising the kids properly, taking care of like social interactions, making sure that I'm not like stressed out of my mind and everything like that. It's so many other things that you could provide that actually are really more important than the money. You feel what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
So it people just be like, oh, she just sits and does nothing, and she's just there, and it's like, bro, no, that is such a narrow-minded way of thinking. Cause it's just like, bro.
No, I'm talking about in today's time, a lot of these women are sitting there not doing shit. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, which I look at right at the camera. A lot of y'all women out there are not doing shit. Y'all can't cook, y'all can't clean. So again, I'm not gonna be the nice one, bro. Y'all can't do shit. So again, if it go to like the 60s women, oh yeah, way more understandable, because at the end of the day, guess what? That man was coming home, his bath water was ran, his food was on the table, he ain't have to worry about coming here and fussing. At the end of the day, if you want to be a stay-at-home mom, you recognize what come at with a stay-at-home mom mentality. So at the end of the day, if you want to go and do that, and you want to have the man take care of you, you got to realize everything that comes with it. Because you think a man finna go and be working his ass off, busting his ass, and coming here have to deal with all the extra stuff that a lot of these women give to these men today? Yeah. No, it will not work in today's time. And it will not.
I think that another thing too, the type of woman that you're talking about,
is what run the world right now, unfortunately.
There are like, it's like a microscope on them, and everybody can see them. Whereas the ones that are typically the more traditional, more calm, and more demure.
There you go. Look at that.
They definitely don't get seen as much. But it's what's so crazy about it though? Because I remember growing up, and I was always attracted to the allure of a woman that really didn't say much. And it wasn't even like I had anything against like the ones that were like, more extroverted and more like center of attention. And even though they were pretty and they probably were nice people, but the one that was just like high and just kind of minded their business and kind of stayed to themselves, I always preferred that type. And I don't know, maybe that is like a traditional value or a standard, but it's like it's just something about like the more peaceful. But I think I just like that in all people, where it's like more of like a peaceful thing. You know
that's
what I mean?
That's traditional, bro. That's traditional.
And honestly, most of the reason why we have the women that people don't really like today is because those are the ones that the men like. You know what I'm saying? Like they like the ones that's like, out there and doing all the extra and more sexualized, because that's just what we put under the microscope. Because if none of us paid those girls any attention, they probably wouldn't exist.
But you ever heard of the phrase that a woman should be heard? No, a woman should be seen, not heard?
So
So that's why I say it go back to it like
that phrase, man. That phrase is funny.
Yeah,
because so every time I hear it, it's always like a backhand. It's a backhand.
It's a double-edged sword. But I mean it in the nicest way. You know what I mean? Like basically, like I should not be with my woman, and with me being a man, bro, I'm supposed to be to protect everything else. And something happened, hey man, what you got on? My wife come in, yeah, bitch, like. You're like, whoa, hey,
yeah, that's pretty.
Hey, chill. Like, I got this. Like, but in today's time, it will be that man be sitting back here like this. Meanwhile, the woman, like, and that's the reason why like these women think that, they are having to do more, because I'm gonna be real with you, the roles are switching, bro. The roles are switching. That's the reason why I'm talking about this now. It's like, okay, you got a lot of these men that's out here. And another thing too, I be telling these folks, stop thinking that you having money is what makes you a man and taking care of shit. Because let's say, like I said again, let the government snap their fingers and get rid of all that money. Can you fight? Can you build a home? Can you rebuild an engine? What is all that you can do without money? Because at the end of the day, once you lose that money, you know what happens? You're not a man no more. True. Because you can't do half of the shit you're supposed to be able to do as a man. So I tell you people the thing, the wrong perspective for one right now is to try to tell a man that being a man is one to take care of all the bills, but it takes a whole lot more than that. That's why I say let's go back to the Egyptian era. That's why I said that. It wasn't just money. You had to go out there and fight. You had to go out there and war. A lot of these men right now, they don't even know how to fight. You think now you can go pay somebody. No, that ain't how that works. You gotta be even if your wife go down, you gotta be man enough to know what your kids need. You still gotta be a lot of these men. They depend so much on the women, they don't even know how to play their part as a father.
Oh man.
So again, I'm gonna start breaking it down. So again, money is not what makes you a man. Society, money, all that stuff, bro. Stop thinking paying the bills ain't got nothing to do with it. You need to be able to take care of your household. If your house blow up, y'all need to be able to go out there and know how to live in the woods. Anything else, if anything was to happen, you supposed to be able to lead your family at all times. And money is not gonna lead your family, no matter how you slice the cake. So a rich dude with the dreads, all the money, talking about your daughter, you lose your money, your daughter's gonna be on their ass. 100. Cause that's what you taught them, to depend on money and not their skills. So that's real. I teach my daughters to depend on their skills to make them in life and not no money.
Yeah.
The skills is what make your life.
I think, and what's so crazy about it is that, like, when you see people with money and they are talking, after you start hearing them talk, you like, man, this guy really got it going on for it all. And the things that are so impressive about like men or people in general, I won't even leave it just strictly to a man, is that when they have different realms that they're excelling at, you know what I mean? Like you book smart, you can communicate very well. You have all these different like skills and the way that your charisma, it's so many different aspects to a person. Like, and you being good at most realms is what makes you an impressive person. And then a lot of the times when you have a lot of different skills and different things, the money just ends up coming to you anyway. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times you'll hear that success it'll never really stem from money. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Because if that was the case, then no millionaire would kill themselves, you know? That was so if it was only coming down to just money, then things would just be way too simple. First off, it would be way too simple. It wouldn't be challenging. You feel what I'm saying? Really, and it's like it's a reason why, you know, you'll see lower class people sometimes that live together, they'll be happy, they have a whole family, and you ever just see somebody and they're like, dang, they ain't got nothing, but they just
more money, more problems.
They just lit. You know what I'm saying?
More money, more problems.
They just having all kinds of fun, and it's just like it can't be money. It absolutely can't be. That's why a lot of people folks will say money ain't real. Yeah. They'll have a lot of it, but they say it ain't really real.
If you grew up in the hood, bro, you'll know that money don't mean nothing then.
True.
Like I said, I grew up in the hood and you had the most fun in the hood.
And then you know what's crazy about it too? The people that make the money that get out of the hood always go back. Why did they go back?
It's the peace,
Why
man.
did they go back?
That's why
you know
all
what
the
I'm
time
saying?
People, you know, contradict everything they see from the hood, man. And I actually have to go against it, bro. Mm-hmm. The government and the people that's over the housing and everything else is what make the hood way worse than what it is. Other than that, I never see. I seen people come together, man. Until like right now, social media make it feel like the hood is just messed up, but that ain't how it is. And like you said, you know, it's the perspective that you don't see on the outside, man. Right now, only thing I say, even with the dude I'm talking about, I'm gonna post a clip in the other thing so y'all can know exactly what I'm referring to. Even him, you on camera with diamonds and all these chains on, bro. You're not giving the game on somebody that's not already situated with millions and stuff like that. Don't come talking to me, my brother. Yeah. And you got diamond chains on and stuff, bro. What is wrong with you? You telling me how my life should be and everything else. You got on diamond. Okay, how about you teach me the game first, and then I can maybe think about it. But at the same time, like I said again, you on here with all these chains trying to look all shiny and stuff like that. That does not make you a man, my brother. And I don't care if you see this video, comment to it. Because at the end of the day, if you lose all your money, what else can you do in your life? Because a lot of these men out here are messed up thinking that just because you got money, you run things. And you've been hearing all these rumors right now about them getting rid of money. So what else can you do as a man that's going to help your family other than money? That's the
you know, one of the most important things that you can actually do as a man across any platform or anywhere is be on time. Welcome to the Mint Podcast.
See,
how are you, sir?
I didn't even notice you walked in. You know,
how are you, sir?
Handling business, man. You know that's what happened, man. We were busy handling business.
That's one of the most important things you can do as a man.
Don't do that.
It's punctuality.
Yeah,
when you punctual, that's how you know it's important.
Well, you're not
gonna
ask
tell your wife
saying,
you're gonna be there at 7. and you get there at 7:30.
Hey, if she not there, you can't be mad. You gotta
Hey.
chalk it up to the game.
Man,
You know what I'm
be
saying?
very
Don't do that.
punctual.
You gotta chalk it up to the
You know,
Listen.
we're not on CPT right now.
Listen. Let me tell you what happened. I got jumped by a couple of midgets, a stripper, and a crackhead. Yep. Well, no, this is the Georgia.
Okay.
Well, no, I
can
believe
see.
it's the Georgia game, and I wound up getting stuck.
No, Dragon Con too.
No, the game is there's no Dragon Con. There's no whole bunch of Georgia fans out there.
I mean, Dragon Con is today though. Bro.
Yeah, it is, but it ain't Dragon Con that I got stuck behind of. It's Georgia. I guess Georgia playing or Falcons having their preseason game. Oh,
Nah,
No,
no, don't
it's-
preseason. No, don't you talk shit on the Falcons like that. They ain't
What
got
you
no
mean?
games until later. Hell no, I know
no,
they games.
well, really, you do?
Yeah.
A losing league?
Oh,
But
my
no,
God.
We ain't like no lose. We in preseason. We ain't got no losing nothing. We ain't
well, you
played our
losing
preseason.
preseason too. You know, a
Nobody care
little
about
thing.
preseason.
But that's besides the point.
God damn
Look,
it.
nah, I got fucking stuck, and I left the house on time. That's the crazy part. So it just GPS rerouted me to a whole nother place that said, "Oh no, yeah,
Okay.
just save you some time." No, ain't no fucking saving no time. The time did not get saved.
We understand.
It's okay.
Understandable. Understandable.
Everybody gets one. You know, you had yours. Everybody get one.
But I wasn't that late though. I walked in here 5 minutes after this. But I feel you. We all get one though.
Okay, you know, let's get back to the
I
what
mean,
we at?
but you know, great comment because you the one that it's crazy because you the one that actually was talking to me about the topic and now.
Well, I
But
guess
other
you,
than that,
I
but
guess
nah,
you
I'm
can
just-
give your input now.
Yeah. But,
Okay, what's the
ba-
input?
you know,
Go ahead.
The input, basically, how you feel of basically, I'm gonna break it down to make it more simple. Like, does being a man mean taking care of 100% of your household, and how did you feel that damages or affects the household in the future, especially with you having women or little girls?
Well, I go by. No, damn, I prepare. I go by what my father had showed me as a man when I was a kid. My dad took care of everything. My dad made sure I had everything. My dad made sure, hey, we ain't doing stuff. Now, did he miss a couple of things with me doing stuff? Yes, but it was the ultimate sacrifice for him to do that. So, do I believe a man should take care of stuff? Back in the day, yes, that would have been no question. I would have been like, yeah, this is what needs to happen.
But back in the day, they was also beating the women.
I mean,
Different
hey,
things like that.
I'm just
so-
saying semantics.
my
I'm just
God.
saying back in the day, it used to be that.
But
But
then also back then, you could actually have a lot of jobs that would cover everything. Nowadays, most jobs you can't even live by yourself.
To make 60,000 today, you would have to be making 285,000. I've
more.
already calculated them numbers.
yeah, but here's
You
the,
have to make 285,000 to make what they made back in 60,000.
but
Now,
here's
who
the down.
hell?
But now here's the downfall for it. But in today's time, 50-50 is a thing, or the man is staying
70-50.
home.
70-50.
Okay,
don't
70-50.
agree with 50-50.
70 what?
70-50.
70-50.
Wait a
Because
minute.
the
What
man
math?
is
Wait,
supposed
what
to-
math y'all doing? 70, 50.
Yeah. It's a phrase.
What?
It's a phrase.
It's a phrase. I know.
It's a
I know what
phrase.
you're talking
Nah,
about.
it's a
Yeah.
phrase, bro.
But to
Not literally, bro. It's a phrase.
Okay, I was like, I heard it the first time. I was like, maybe I didn't hear it.
well, in today's
Phrase.
in today's time, I talked to my wife about this. In today's time, sadly, I couldn't do it by myself. She couldn't do it by herself. They've made it where it's designed for you that you have to have a roommate or you with somebody. But that's why they're pushing that find somebody. You ever see them commercials? You see more commercials about people, oh yeah, Christian mingle, Christian meet, black people meet, black love, fish. They're pushing that fact so you can. Is it wrong? No, because you're showing you that you cannot do it by yourself. And I've told my wife, man, I can't do it by myself. I can't even get a house on my own, and I make enough money to do it. They say,
I think the problem is when they say that if you can't cover everything by yourself, then you are not a man.
And
I think that's where the problem is, because it's just like you disqualifying like most of the populace because most people cannot do it by themselves.
And also, no people might like this, but if you want me to break it down, do you know where that started from? Because we already had this conversation of where all this man take care of everything come from. You know where it came from?
yeah,
It didn't come from the black skinned people.
no, it's,
That's one thing I would definitely tell you.
Well,
and because of the fact is, I'm gonna be real with you. Let me break it down. It was never meant for the black skinned people because we were never meant to make this much money.
so let me.
So
ask,
again, for you to go by and be like, oh, let me live off this, so you basically just saying you want to agree to the white man's way.
well, let me ask you then.
Because we were never meant to make this much money. We still don't make as much money as the white man.
No, not even a little bit. Let me ask
So
you then.
again,
With y'all, with like how you said, what you ain't a man if you can't cover the what? Technically, we're going with today. What considers you a man? Like,
Oh, we talked about this for
Yep.
years.
and everybody say it's money.
I was like,
but again,
no.
But, yeah, thank you. At least you agree.
No.
Somebody
And-
can snap
but
their
the-
finger
but the
right
thing
now
about it,
and
and
all
that's-
money disappears.
And that's more so what I was talking about with the dude, because even now it's like you're devalued as a human being if you don't have money.
No, that's not.
That's just the reality of it. Because bro, there's a whole song where if he, where Cardi B, if he ain't got no money, he don't deserve no what.
all these women
You know what
out here, I
I'm
don't
saying?
deal with no broke men.
But,
and
Yeah,
but,
everything
but
else.
see,
Like,
that's the
come on,
problem.
He's
No. That is the main issue here is that people go on these. First things first, we're going off of what social media and them are telling you. That is,
True.
you cannot sit there. I've seen like 10 videos. But you know what that 10 videos didn't show me? I showed somebody getting money, flashing it, putting it on their arm, but it didn't show them that shit was rented and you had to give it back. Or if you turn that damn money over, that shit play money.
Or they just robbed like 10 people.
There you go.
It's just
There you go.
Also, now I'm a man because I just robbed these folks.
You
I'm
know-
a man. I just played these people and got them out their
Yes.
money.
you know
now
what
I'm
you
a
haven't
man.
seen.
A
You-
man, hold on, a
Go
man
ahead.
also requires you to be there for your goddamn family and not be doing nothing that gets you taken away.
Nah, bro, I got
because-
this money.
Yeah, but you don't scam 10 million out of somebody. Now you risking 10 years in jail. That don't make you a man because you're not there to protect your family. And as soon as you get locked up for 10 years and now you got to worry about somebody, I can't say my kids. Now you got to worry about some other situations. But how does that make you a man, brother? Because you out here scamming and everything. You got the money, but they don't make you a man.
We need to
just
change.
because you got it, bro.
We need to change the narrative. The narrative is that you need money. No, the narrative is
You need skills.
if I can't even tell you skills. I want to say morals and respect. Morals
Skills.
are
That would be considered skills.
morals and
I
respect.
feel like I get what he's saying because it's something that you have to practice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Morals
saying?
and
That's why I say
Because
skill is anything you
think
have to
about it.
practice.
Like if you have a more value of loyalty, I could just say I'm a loyal person. That don't mean I'm loyal. I actually have to be tested, and being able to pass that test is a skill. It's
who-
discipline.
But who's gonna test you if you doing it to yourself?
And,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
life. And
I
life.
And
mean,
life,
okay.
life, yeah, life,
And life.
life.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
we need to change this narrative.
Yeah.
Being a man doesn't require you to have money. I've seen people tell me being a man means have multiple women. I was like, I'm confused.
Whoa. No.
No, that's not a thing. So
Now that is a statue of a man, a single man that I guess they would say look good or what they consider what the high value man. I guess they would consider that.
And-
That's what it's looked at as. Oh, a man, they got all these women, everything. I don't care about that.
So let me then. What about the people? Okay, let's just say you 40 years old living with your mama, and you still taking care of her doing that. Are you still a man?
Bro, and then that's why I be telling people it still makes okay. So that's a double-edged sword on that. For one, the mother once she raises you, she's supposed to be raising you to be better anyway. You're supposed to be raised to go out there to have your own family.
But if she's
so-
sick, what if she's sick and
Now
I'm
that's
taking
why
care
I
of
was
her?
just gonna say. Now if
Yeah,
you
it's
taking care of her,
circumstantial.
now that's like you said, circumstantial.
It's
Now if you taking care of it, oh yeah, you being a man, bro. You taking care of the person that raised you and everything else. So yeah, but if you just sitting there just lapping up off of your mom and everything
Yeah,
else, you
that's
not
great.
helping her, you not doing nothing. She come in the house pissed off, you not giving her no advice, everything up, and you just
Because I
sitting there
could
just
I could
being-
tell you
just
from
sap.
I could
just
tell you
sorry.
from personal experience. When I was, I want to say 18, 20, 21, maybe, me and my cousin were going to move out. Like, it was like, it's about that time. Let's do our own thing. He making money, I'm making money. We can make this work. And my father got sick. And I told my cousin, as much as I want to take this journey with you, because I do, because I feel like it's time. We men, we can venture out. Man, I can't leave my parents stranded. What type of they took care of me for up teen years, and now I'm finna walk out because time for them got bad. No, if I had to took that deal and left and say, you know what, I'm gonna move it anyway, I'm not a man. Because remember, like how y'all said, a man take care of his family. My mother and father is out. They're not in a good space. I'd be less of a man to leave them in the dirt while I go live on and pray and hope that they make it through. No, that's
real shit, man.
a man.
That's real stuff, man.
A man is what I told you. I battled that. I told my cousin I would have loved to move because I want to experience life, but I can't experience life, and the people who gave me life is finna lose theirs. It doesn't work like that.
Now, I will say, you don't take it too far because the family that you create is definitely way more important than the family that you come from at all times, no matter what it is. Because at the end of the day, when you have kids, them kids and has to be brought into this world. And again, like I said, to be real with you, you have a wife. Your wife is going to outlive your mom and your parents,
of course.
too. So that's understandable. And I also want to add, because I just thought about this, too. Another thing that I want to add on, too, with all these men is taking care of the household and everything else. That ain't got your women doing anything else. What are you going to do when you leave this earth? Your family is now dependent on you
That did everything.
to take care of everything.
And you
What is your family going to do now that you left? That's the reason why you see a lot of these situations, bankruptcies, houses get gone. You didn't leave them with no
Is that man
skills.
depressed?
Most likely, most men are gonna be depressed before you leave because now that man is depressed because he don't know how to have family gonna be good. You think, oh, you gonna leave some money, your family gonna be straight, but they don't know how to manage the money because you don't manage everything. Your kids don't know how to fully manage the money because you don't told them to take care of everything. They don't even know how to go to the store and buy half. They don't know no core values, no nothing because you said I'm gonna be a man to take care of everything. My kids and my wife won't know a single bit of independency
Because you heard it.
and now that also lead to now control. Now what if your kids grow up, they find a man that do take care of everything, and now he taking care of everything, and most of these people, these women don't know that you taking the man to take care of everything else. You ain't got shit that you can do in the household, and that's real.
I think too
Yeah.
a lot of times with people is that everybody doesn't know this because they don't, most people don't think about it, but everybody has different values. Like people say that, you should value this and you should value that. No, you should sit and think about what it is that you value.
Yes.
There you
Because me personally, one of the values that I have that most people, especially in our community, don't have is the value of enhancing the people around you. So, because a lot of the times when people don't want to enhance nobody around them, it's because they're envious that somebody else could pass them or catch up to them or whatever the case may be.
Control.
So, and that's the reason why, we'll have the stance of if we with somebody, they not going to just be somebody that's just there. They're going to be providing something. And if not, we have certain things about us where we could impute value on them, and then we all can come up with. Well, it all depends on what you value. Now, some people, to go back to the negative term that you said, a woman should be seen and not heard. Some people just want her just stay there, don't worry about nothing, look pretty, whatever. That's all that some folks care about. But that's what they value. You feel what I'm saying? That's what everybody's value is different. So you kind of have to define and determine what it is that you actually value.
But I also want to say that phrase go back into that. They basically mean that a woman shouldn't be all fucking loud. That's
right.
What I mean.
That is the correct way. That is the correct way. But they
that's why I want to break
you
it
know
down.
what I'm saying?
See, I value.
They flip it and turn it and do whatever they want to do with it.
I value loyalty always. Like, for example, I will never not be around y'all two. If someone is talking, say someone talking bad about you, oh no, I'm walking out because I can't. And
integrity.
I'm glad you said that. So now there's a difference. See, look,
That's
now
integrity.
some people, what you just said, and I've heard and I've seen this multiple times about when somebody says something about you, some people would rather you say something back and defend them. No. Not saying that that's wrong or right because everybody has different values, but that's like an example that I was talking about with different values.
Probably that kind of person.
Now,
See, you know what I'm saying? So people have different, but it doesn't mean
though.
that he's wrong or you wrong. It's just that people have different things that they would, feel like important.
Me, now, there's been times people have said something about you and I've went off, and that's when, for me, I've realized, no, you know what? They don't know him. They don't know you.
Exactly.
I know how far I'm willing to take this because I know where my loyalty lies. So if to say someone's saying something bad about you and I'm in a space where I can't leave, oh no, I'm gonna say something and then it might go to the next level. And that's why I feel like, you know what? You talk about my brothers, I'm good, I'm out. There's no need for me.
Understandable.
There's no need for me being in the room because I know how my anger and how far I'm willing to take this, where my loyalty lies with you two. Because just to say, if I'm in a room I can't leave, oh no, and you guys are combating me about, I was like, okay, then we have to go because I feel like you've disrespected.
Man,
That's deep,
You,
though.
you just gave me a
It-
bunch of thoughts actually
yeah,
because
that was a very-
because
You have to.
You hit it, bro.
You have is, and I wasn't always like this. You know, I've not
Go
always.
back to that phrase of avoiding the problem before the.
Even
you know,
encouraged. I've not always been, and I can promise you, he knows I've always been combated. And then I've learned in the midst of me being combated, I get in trouble for it. And even though I feel like I've done the right thing, I've done the wrong thing. Cause like you said, I don't have to give you that energy. I was like, no, if I'm in a place where I can dip, oh no, you talk about my brothers, I'm good. Enjoy the rest of your day, I'm out. Because I'm not gonna sit here and stand there and you disrespect the people that's always been there for me. And that goes to my wife, my mom and dad, hell, my dog. I'm not gonna give you that energy. Now, if I'm in a place I can't leave and I feel like you said you overstepping your all right, then let's do it.
Ain't
Then
never no place you trapped in though, bro. I will say that, bro. No matter where you.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
It
I'm about to
just-
say that. You sound like you gonna be trapped in the
No,
middle.
man.
But ain't nobody gonna trap you.
Yeah,
They trap you, but
okay,
you gotta
yes,
fight.
well, yes, to say you at a job. I'm at my
Shit,
job.
you ain't trapped there neither.
No, I can walk. No, that's what I'm saying. If I'm in a place, remember you used to be a cook and you was in that one
Man, I
area,
walked out, you know,
and then you walk away.
Yeah.
If I'm working and doing something, nah, man.
Yeah, you're right. Now it is certain positions,
trapped.
like you in the middle, you middle doses, yeah, that's something, but
I'm not,
yeah.
and that's how I live on. I'm not gonna let you disrespect the people that have done so much for me. So now what can I do? Now, if I have the grace and God's willing to pass that on to my son to know, hey, loyalty to me is everything. So if I pass my son that, hey, money's not everything, respect is everything. Having respect will get you get you farther than you'll ever have. So that point where if you're not a man, if you don't got money, no, you're not a man if you don't have respect.
and charisma. You ain't gotta have respect. You
Yeah,
got charisma.
charisma,
That
yeah.
shit'll bring
See,
you a lot of places.
charisma is good to have, but I don't think it's a necessity.
No, it's not. I'm just saying that it's another thing that can get you.
Yeah,
Through the door.
it's
like
definitely
a
helpful. It's very
long way,
helpful
like,
for
yeah.
sure.
Can you add being humble to that?
But
Nah, being humble actually.
To be a man, being humble.
okay, but before we get on these characteristics, because you said something earlier that had me thinking, and I want to get it out. So, one of the values I have is that I feel like you shouldn't have a lot of friends. I think that's a value that I have. Reason being, and it's because of what you had said earlier, and it further backs how I feel about this, is because let's say there's a situation where me and Rico are in two isolated situations, and somebody's talking about both of us. So Rico's somewhere, they talk about me, I'm somewhere, somebody talking about Rico, right? And let's say that he flies off the hinges and says something to the person, and let's say that I hear something being said and I don't do anything, and we both find out about it. And this is why like communication and knowing each other and not having a lot of friends is important, because you have to know how people operate. So let's just say that he found out that somebody was talking trash and I was there and I didn't say nothing. He gets upset with me, right? Let's just say, for example. But then I found out about his and he went off and I'm upset with him. But that's because both of us would handle the situation the other one's way. And we have to understand that we aren't each other. We aren't the same. So it's just like when he sees that, he's like, dang, I would have went off on him, but I know that's not how he is. You feel me? Now imagine having to do that with like 12 people trying to understand. You know what I'm saying?
Hard to understand.
Trying to understand it.
When you go
Yeah.
through that case now, bro.
Yeah.
Debating line, if that, I want to say, if YSL ain't taught y'all right now to keep y'all circle small, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, bro.
That should be one. And that ain't YSL. There's other people too. How many folk will keep your circle small because it's so
You know they
hard
show
to
you
try to
that in
maintain,
shows
bro.
as well.
What?
If you look at it, they show you that in shows as well. Like
you mean?
the Three Amigos, the Three Musketeers.
Now you talking about oldest. Now these new
Hey,
shows, they want to make
hey,
you feel like you got
perfect example, Kids Next Door. Listen, it's a
live.
reason. It's a reason why that
Each set
stuff
had
went
their own-
crazy in the place, because there's so many operatives, there's so much stuff going on,
Yes.
people betraying people, all this kind of stuff. But if
Yes.
you worry about the main five, they were solid.
Man, I'll tell you.
Teen Titans, bro. I'm talking about, bro.
Solid.
Hey, bro.
And I always said, because someone told me, man, I see what you guys are doing, man. I want to be involved with you. And I told him, I'm sorry, you can't. And I was like, this ain't an invitation. And he was like, oh, I was like, no, you want to meet him by all means, but don't expect for you to be in my circle because you know them two. And I was like, no, this is a bond that can't be broken. I was like, yo, this is real. This is a commodity, something you just can't hold on to. You can't find it. And I feel like adding somebody to a circle, no, I was like, it don't work like that. And I tell people, everybody's so quick to make friends and not building on the people you've been friends with for years. You rather go out there and make new friends when you can build off what you already have. This is stronger than whatever.
You do got some friends that you really don't need to build on that you may have in your circle. You got some friends that you are supposed to just have for a season.
But that's not your circle then. But then that's not friends.
But I'm saying, but that's what a lot of people don't know that. And if you say that, a lot of people will see that and be like, oh shit, let me try to build on him. Like, nah, it's just some people you really
I don't think friendship is something that you even go after. I think it's just something that happens.
It just builds. Like, come
some
on.
people have, cause like I said, now if you don't have to go after, you got charisma. You got some kind of like glowing energy.
But the thing about it is that goes back to what you value, right? Because you could be a charismatic person and somebody not like you. So it has to be something about you that speaks to them, which means that it's a natural thing. You feel what I'm saying?
I would say, cause you got. What if you see you in school? You got that one person that's sitting in a corner like this, black nails, fucking carry upside down crosses and shit like that. You think a person gonna walk up to them? And
You
be their
will.
friend?
You will.
I know I will, bro.
You
But
will.
I don't care about.
So there you go.
So
that's what I'm saying. But it has to be something
that just
that
contradict
appeals.
God. Damn, but y'all
You
know,
will.
I know I don't have no color no when it comes.
But
to
that's the
friendship,
thing, no.
bro,
It's
so.
just like it's about really what speaks to you.
Yeah.
The reason why people are considered charismatic is because across like the normal board, they fit into all the boxes. But if you're somebody that's extremely selective, it's only certain types of people that you gonna want around you anyway. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm selective. I feel like, and that's always been. I mean, ain't nothing personal to the others that's been here, of course, but like I've told him before, I didn't really have a bond with others that's been around us because it's like an aura. That aura wasn't there. The flames wasn't sparking. Yeah, we can have the same thing, but yes, to say when you came in the fold, God is my witness. I told him, oh no, that's the guy. No, that's it.
That's him.
That I was like, oh no, I felt the energy. The flames is up. I'm a fire guy. It's fire.
Yeah, he do have a fire wife.
Yeah.
That
Because you're Aries.
that's
Aries
fire.
Shout out.
Fire, right.
Yeah, it is. Big shout out.
Wait,
Big shout out, Diamond.
Aries is fire?
Oh my God, he don't even know.
Oh
Yo,
shit, Aries
yo.
is fire.
Somebody help this
Yeah.
child, man.
Oh
He
man.
didn't know it,
Oh
Lord
man.
Jesus, man.
Oh,
Yes,
you
it's
know what
fire,
that
man.
means? You know what that means? Yo, when I make this anime, oh no, it's fire. It's fire. Everything. My life is fire for real.
Yes, bro. You just
Oh my
not
God.
realizing this.
I swear to God, I did not know.
Aries is also the god of war too, so you know.
Oh no, it's fire. I care about the fire part.
Oh my God.
Because everybody who knows me, of course, other people wouldn't know that shit. Prime example, other people wouldn't know. Oh no, that motherfucker really like fire. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with him. Somebody take his lighter away from him.
Your outfit
I was
kind of
just gonna say you
contradicted you
starting
a
to
little
sound
bit
like a
though.
little bit of arsonic.
No,
right
no,
now.
I just-
No, I wasn't talking about that. I said his outfit contradicting that, but you know, hey.
Oh no,
dang.
oh no, I
Yeah,
did.
You got on cold blue, but talking about red hot fire.
Oh no, no, it's the summer. You gotta dress for the summer. You can't be hot in the summer too. Nah, you gotta.
I mean, you ain't got no choice in Atlanta.
Yeah, ain't got no. Yeah, that shit.
No,
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 you
the
know,
back of the neck so many times, bro. I swear, Jesus sandals, bro. I was about ready to just quit yesterday, bro.
but no,
Bro,
but
I
no,
swear, bro, I was, bro.
it's a serious thing, and I feel like a man should have these boundaries. Yeah, just use the word boundaries because a man should have these boundaries for himself to know that, hey, man, my circle's small. My family means everything to me. And I'm not looking to bend or alter anything because this is what I've set for me. And then when I have kids, I pass that on. And that's more better than money.
Real
You know,
shit,
I
man.
always like too. I like humility. Humility is one of the things that attracts me as a person. Yeah, because if it's like when I was growing up, I look at it different now. When I was growing up, I didn't really like super arrogant people. I ain't like I'm the best. Y'all could never. But the thing, as I got older, I realized that that's what works for them.
But
You
that's
feel what I'm saying?
strong,
That's what works for them, and whatever works for you works for you. But it's like, you know how some people that's really good at something, but they're just like, they'll give you evidence of why they're good. The reason why I'm so good at this thing is because I've done it a million times versus me just saying it just to say it.
You got it.
You feel what I'm saying? When you got I like evidence more than boasting. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, I tell my wife that all the time.
But you
I
gotta
be saying,
have
I'm
the
big on
confidence,
evidence,
though.
man.
Confidence make you strong.
Well, that's the thing
But
about
yeah,
it
that's
is
cool.
I'm for confidence through work more than confidence through existing.
So let me tell
You
you.
feel what I'm saying? Because you know how some people fake it till they make it. Like, I don't believe.
But
in
that's a
something
good
like that.
thing, though.
But you can have
in a little bit.
You can have confidence, but that does not mean you're going to succeed at what the hell you're trying.
But at least you attempted.
I mean, but at
The
same time-
confidence wasn't going to even
but
let you
having
open the
too
door
much
to do
confidence
it.
can get you killed.
See, but these are our opinions though.
Yeah.
Because some people couldn't. The fake it till you make it has worked.
No, I ain't.
But-
Talking
but
about
my-
the confident part. No, Evil Knievel. I can name people that
But-
had too much confidence and end up dying.
But
behind
hey,
that stuff.
but
So,
that's-
now you
but-
can have too much
but-
confidence.
but look,
but
but
that
look, though.
drives you, though.
But look though, it all depends on what your goal is and what you're trying to do. Because if you're confident, some people have been confident and died early. But
Yeah, they
they
were
did what they set out to do. Perfect example. You remember that speech I sent you about Alexander the Great? You couldn't tell me that man was the most boisterous. But he did what he said he was
did
going to
fall.
do.
He believed in
And that's the
himself.
thing. And so he was confident but he had all this evidence. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why I can rock with it, because he said, who did this? Who conquered the plains? Who took you guys? Who did all this? You know what I'm saying? He had all this evidence.
I'll give you an example. Remember we were talking about Tekken, about going to a tournament and playing, and you said that, oh no, there's people out there that could beat me. And what did I tell you?
Oh yeah.
I told you, no, there's not. I said, I told him I can go in there, and if I go in there with my head down, I'm not going to get it accomplished. If I go in there with my head up high, there's a possibility that I'm finna mop the floor with you. And I told him, for me, no, I don't think there's nobody out there better than me when it comes to this. Even though if there is, I'm not going to come in there with that mindset, because for me, coming in there with that mindset, you lost. You lost already. You defeated before you even stepped in. So that's why I told him, no, I think you're better than the people out there. I think I'm better than the people out there.
You can come in there with the mind state. Now I'm gonna be real with you. Now some things is just common sense. Like, I don't know if y'all been seeing the clips that's been going viral about the dude that be walking like this, and then he pushed the dude out the way, and then the other swole dudes come by. Now you've been seeing it. So basically, I like the video because it basically means is know your path, know your place. And that's basically open. That's the thing is, a lot of people don't know their place. So you got the big swole. He pretty swole, and he pushes the small dude out the way.
But the other big dudes
And then
come,
the other big dudes, you
and
know
he
what
like,
he do? He scoots to the side like this. And he lets them walk by. So at the end of the day, no matter if you're a man or not, it's all about recognizing your battles to fight. Because if you see a dude that's 6'8", yeah, you could be, cool and everything. You can be strong, but at 9 times out of 10, you think that dude is going to be probably stronger than you. So you must think clearly. Just like right now, you ain't got no gun. You walk up to somebody, you see they got a gun. That's a battle that I probably will not win. But if you decide to go up and slap him, be prepared to lose that war.
Little
ain't no battle no more. You gonna lose that war.
Yeah,
You gonna let out a war cry, and that's gonna be about it, bro. So you
little
gotta
engine
think
that-
about your battle.
The little engine that could.
Yeah, I would never be confident without evidence.
There you go.
Like if I'm going, like how you said, you feel like you can beat the people at Tekken, right?
Yes.
You feel like that now.
Yes.
Why do you feel like that?
Only because
You ain't seen.
well, well, for me,
Uh-huh.
like you said, evidence. I have evidence.
What's
I
your
have my wife. I have the people I play. I have him. That no, I really can. I can really.
So
I can
look,
really play.
so look,
I can really
the
play
only way-
with my rank. Oh, my rank on there.
Okay.
I can really play. But what knows me is my confidence that helps me build is because. Am I oblivious to the fact that there are people out there that can really play this damn game? No, I'm not. I know that there's people that can probably beat me if they wanted to.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna use that thought because the moment you play and I was like, and now I'm playing them and I'm thinking like, oh no, he gonna do this. Oh man, I lost. I lost.
I don't think I don't think it's a belief and a disbelief. It's like the only way that I like, if I was entering a Tekken tournament, the only way that I would even feel like I could even show up is if I played like 1,000 matches before I win. You feel what I'm saying? And that's a reason to be confident because I've prepared so much beforehand.
Yes.
Versus me just saying that I can do it just cause.
You
You
look-
feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like it's like a if you're trying to do a speech or even if you're trying to speak better, you have to practice
What
so
you preach.
much. Something smells good.
God, you
Son,
know, you see, I'm-
smoke. So okay.
Wow.
Crazy.
Oh, wow. And you're right. And like I said, information wise, and damn, that does smell good. Really.
That messed up my whole train of thought.
Man,
Information wise, I got the people I play. I got my battle record. I got my rank. I got videos of me demolishing people. I have people scared to play me. I have people that don't want to play me, and all that this equals out to.
And that's why you're confident. You have all that stuff you just said is
But-
why
but-
you're confident. You're
but-
not confident just because you
But before,
roam.
before I wasn't, and you can
And
say before I
that's
wasn't.
and you know what's funny? I feel like you need that because that's what's gonna give you the drive to be better. So
Because how many times have I told you, I've told him many a times, like, yeah, you really better than me right now because shit, you got the thing.
Yeah, you got him better.
But then, and I've told him, if I told people many a thing, the worst thing you could ever do is show me something and let me sit there and play it.
and this expands to everything in life too. It's just like if it's something that you want to be good at or something that you want to
gotta
pursue,
work at it.
if you feel like you're not good at it, that's totally okay. Now you got all the drive and the motivation to be better. You feel-
even down to making shirts and canvases that
going
I do.
to the gym,
What?
all that.
And I gave it to him. I gotta give him credit. But I've told him every time you show me something, the worst thing you can do is show me and give me the idea. Because I'm gonna take it to a whole new level that you didn't think I can do. And I've done everything. And I gotta thank y'all too, because if it wasn't for y'all two, like I said, my mindset sometimes, and my wife, of course, my mindset sometimes is not there. And I feel like this is another thing a man needs to have. Some people in your corner, if it's one person, 3 people, your circle, hell, your mama, your daddy, your dog. You got to have someone in your circle that is willing, even when you're wrong, to snap you back into reality and see the path again.
Yeah.
And then that goes into the value I said. You said one person or 3 people or something.
Yeah.
You don't need a lot of friends.
Yeah, you don't. It messes up. It's like
you
that.
have to uplift your friends also, bro. And imagine trying to uplift, like, because at the same time,
30 people.
I want my friend, like I said, I tell y'all all the time, like, man, I want y'all to be on the same level at time. That's why I tell y'all all the time, I don't like to do stuff without talking to y'all. Everything goes. I want all of us to be at the same level.
As a one.
You got some people that feel comfortable being the, everything else. Like I tell you all the time, like, bro, I don't like feeling like no boss or anything else, bro. I want all of us to be all together. And you said that's another thing is once that person feel like, oh, they a boss or something like that, they refuse to give the skills to the other people around you. No.
And it's so
everybody
stupid.
around me. I'm like Casanat, bro.
It's so stupid.
That's why I respect
yes.
Casanat. Casanat, Duke did this all, bro. He let his people eat around him, bro. I respect Casanat, bro. Nobody can really know.
You ever
this,
seen
bro.
a full circle?
Who?
What's better, a full circle or a half circle?
What the hell?
What's
I'm
better?
lost.
A full circle?
A full circle means life. The circle means life.
Yeah.
So I would say that a full circle means life.
Yeah.
And no
Infinity.
one cares about the half, right?
I mean, I would say you still care about the half because you got to realize where you start from and where you can end up.
And
at.
this
It's
is
all
where
a
I'm
lesson.
going.
Okay.
The half circle is the man. The man, that half is that piece he's missing. Whatever the confidence, humility, respect. The half circle is what the man is missing. It comes in full circle when I have
Things are coming full circle.
a team, I have a good mindset.
You go through the rainy
I
days.
have a balance.
Yep.
See, that's why I say what's better, a half circle or full circle. The full circle will always be better because a man is striving to be full, right? So that half circle is striving to be a full circle. So now I'm striving to be complete. I'm not complete if I'm missing a piece.
I just thought about something. Damn. I got the new Mint logo.
I thought you was gonna thinking the same thing I was thinking. Okay. So
No, my
look,
bad, man. I just looked up
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
I meant to add
We
it. I
need
got the
to-
new logo.
Oh, you
bro.
got it?
I forgot, yeah. I
Oh,
did. I
okay.
made it.
But that's
It
what I
was
feel
way
about
fire.
that's what I feel about the that's why I use that example as what's better, a half or a full? What would you rather be?
A
Full.
werewolf.
No, a moon?
You say
They
crescent?
howl at
What?
the full moon.
Nah, go ahead, Jumbo.
Anyway,
I don't know what the hell you talking about.
so since we got jaded and this was episode where we did a good amount of it without our third Migo, we because I ain't got a question for y'all. I got a quote because I wanted to
didn't do
read
my
this quote
thing
and you
either.
because you wasn't here.
wasn't
So
here.
now
Oh, but I got one though. I got one before we
so
go. I got one.
This quote is crazy, and I had
listening.
to think about it for a second.
For sure. What is it?
And the
What
quote
it?
is,
Time.
you can't hate someone and understand them.
What?
You can't hate someone and understand them
You know what?
because it's like the
No,
hate
you right.
comes from the unknown. Like you ever be like why would they do? I don't understand like that. But if you understand how something is and how it works, you can't hate it
You right. You right. I can't hate you.
because it's just, you
And I
can you
can't
can not
understand
you
you.
can
Well,
not
no,
like
contrary,
you can not
because-
like it, but you can't hate it because you understand
But
it.
I'm gonna be real with you. In
feel what I'm
today's time, bro, a lot of folks will see people that's just good and they literally hate them, bro. Like,
Yeah.
bro, bro, you see it now. That's why I say it's like things are so much
Because it's
different
just
now,
like it's
man.
like I don't understand why they got where they got. How did they
And
get to where they get?
And they start hating like, damn, bro, y'all hating instead.
Yeah.
Oh. But anyways, man,
Can I give you my
Yeah.
last thing before we go?
Okay.
Because I didn't get to do it.
What's up?
Listen, for the people out there, I'll make this quick.
Mm-hmm.
For goodness sake,
Mm-hmm.
stop taking advice from people that has not been through the shit you gone through.
If they don't,
That
I
is
say,
fucking crazy.
I say it all the time.
It's diabolical.
I will not listen to anybody that does not have experience to what I'm not finna go and ask somebody how to shoot a gun or how to, base anything else. If you ain't never shot one
I
in
give
your
you
life,
one-
you
I
ain't never
give you
been in
one
the
deeper.
army. Anything like what the
How
hell?
can you listen to a therapist and that try to help you through depression and they haven't went through depression? It's impossible.
Yeah, I think that's a big mistake that people
That's a
can
big
make.
mistake. That's a big mistake. I say it all the time, bro. Experience and wisdom outweighs everything.
You
at all times.
single, and I'm coming to you about marital advice.
That's one of the biggest things right there, bro. A lot of these people taking advice from single people, bro, and then you wonder why stuff. Hey, look, man.
You
look, hey,
single, and I'm coming to you. Man, my wife is really getting on my mind. What you think I should do? What?
Come out, come get the drink, man. We get a shot of Crown Royal, man. You be like, oh, okay, that's what
Yeah, man, fuck her. Come on, I got a girl for you in the wings.
All right, man. We out, man. You know it, man.
I finally did it. I'm
Podcast.
back. Mama, I made it.
Late.
True.
I told you the midgets was really fucking